प्रणाम भाई।
नमस्ते। Okay. Okay, we'll start with our prayer. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। वांग मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य माणिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासिरनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि। ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु। अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरिः ओम। Okay. So we are studying Panchadashi. So this section, what we have already studied, is but some argumentation. The main thing of argumentation is that we cannot determine what is the nature of Maya. Why? Because we are in Maya. As we cannot determine the nature of our dream when we are in dream, and when we come out of dream, then there is no necessity to determine what was that dream. How can we understand dream? Now people try to understand. But when you are in dream, you don't explore what is this dream like. So we are in the domain of Maya. Here we cannot determine the nature of Maya. Another example, you have written a story. In that story, you have conceived some characters. So characters cannot ask why I was created. What is the necessity was of that? Who is this and how this happens? But he has to play only that part. Like that, when one is within Maya, Maya means the continuum that is time, space, and causation. You go to movie, and when you go to movie, you see a boy was only 5 years old. The next scene comes, he is 20 years old. And you don't question, because you admit that condition, time, space, and causation. Therefore, even if we try hard, we cannot understand within Maya. And this is how this happens. Aghatana, ghatana, patiyashi. This Maya is, by nature, it is like this. It creates something which is impossible to create. That has not happened, but it shows that it happened. like a magician. Magician shows you something, and then you are wonderstruck how it was done. Similarly, here we are within the sphere of Maya. We have a certain time and space, causation, but this time and space and causation we cannot understand the nature of Maya. So this is also khandana khadya, that one a great um, Sri Harsha Mishra. So uh, he was born in 1150, and he decisively discarded all the possibilities of explanation the nature of Maya. Therefore, it is futile to think how Maya is created, how it can be. First, we need to know Maya, then only we can know our real nature. No. We do not explore Maya. What we do, we try to understand why we are caught up in this. No, not that. What is our real nature? Why we are caught up? That's also unknown and unknowable. And science is trying to explore this hard. And now it has entered in a domain where it cannot say, as it is going deeper and deeper, gradually science is that science is becoming a philosophy, and it is beyond the grip of science. So we don't explore the nature of Maya. What we explore, what is the real nature? I am here, and I know, I confirm that I am here. Only the way we think ourselves, that is not real. So we try to understand what is the real nature. And there we have a help, rather two helps. One is our scriptures. And also our gurus have given a clue. Depending on that, we can explore, we can find what is our real nature. And there we can have one more thing. What is that? Yukti. In this world where Maya is predominant, there is some way which says that through logic we can discard this. So logic helps us to discard that this is not the reality is. So in short, what we discussed, when we are within Maya, we cannot understand the nature of Maya. As when we are in dream, the question does not come even. Why I am dreaming? What is the real nature of dream? Similarly, a character in a novel cannot say why he was created, and he cannot question. And in that situation, we think it is normal. In a moment, 20 years passes away. We don't question. One moment, he's a child, 5 years old. The next moment, he's 20 years or 25 years old, or maybe old man. We don't question because we understand this is normal. Even in a magic also, we don't question, but we are wonderstruck. So this is what we have studied. If you want, we can go quickly because mithyatya of mithya. So here we are not to explore the fallacy of falsity or falseness of falsity. So what do you think? Or,
Up to you, Swami.
okay. Okay.
So I did spend a lot of time
Hmm.
on verse 155.
One-
It's very difficult to understand
Okay.
and had to study Swami Swahananda's
Yeah.
commentary a lot.
Okay. So here the example is given that in sky there is a cloud. In that cloud, now let us quickly. Yeah, I think it is worthwhile. We will go quickly. The magic show looks wonderful and inexplicable as long as the magician is not directly known. But when the magician is so known, the magic show is known as such and is no longer wonderful. Those who believe in the reality of the world regard the effects of Maya as wonderful. But since the nature of Maya itself is astonishing, one need not wonder at its power. So, Vedantin, and we are Vedantin, we don't posit that this world is real. What we understand that reality is the substratum. It looks like this. Does it mean that this is totally false? No. When we perceive, we cannot deny. This is Maya. Pashyannapi na pashyati. Though we see, but we do not see the cause. But cause is hidden within. By raising objection to the wonderfulness of Maya, we do not solve the mystery. Besides, we also can raise serious counter questions, objections. What is essential is that we should eradicate Maya by systematic inquiry. Further arguments are useless, so do not indulge in them. So, why? Because later he'll say that Maya is insolvable. If you want to do okay, go ahead. But ultimately, you'll understand that it is not possible. Na nirapitum shakya vispashtam bhasate chaya. People understand that to be Maya, which though clearly seen, is at the same time beyond all determination, as in the case of magic. So it is seen, but it is not determinable. And in science also it is happening that way. It's a principle of indetermination. Spashtam bhati jagat chet. So the world is clearly seen, but its nature defies definition. Be impartial and regard the world as nothing but a delusion, the product of Maya. So Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, what we say, it says what Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda said, when you have body consciousness, that means you are within the sphere of Maya. And this, whatever you experience, you have to take as it is. But a time will come when you lose the awareness of your body. Only your own awareness, that will remain. So that is very important, say from the standpoint of Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda. So Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, we don't say that this is a magic. What we say, when we have body consciousness, we are to honor this, but not to put in importance to it. Hanuman said the same thing. Deha buddhya tu dasoham. When I have body consciousness, I am your servant. Jiva buddhya tadamshakaha. And when I have the awareness that I am a jiva, that means with adjuncts and accumulated impressions, then I am part of you. But Atma Buddhya Tamevaham, when I have that awareness that I am the self, then I am you, you are me. So anyway, this is all these argumentations are given here, and ultimately this is the conclusion. We go forward. Now, what is the nature of God's nature? What is God's nature? Or what is Anandamaya Kosha? So 153. 153. Yeah. Ya buddhi vasanaha tasu chaitanyam pratibimbati. Meghakasha vat spashta chidabhaso suniyatam. Okay, let us come to our own identity. Now we have decided that we cannot explore the nature of Maya. Then is it all futile? How to know our real self? So I give example of standing in front of mirror. Okay, like this, before that. Eyes see everything, but eyes cannot see itself. If there is a defect in eyes, then we understand through our mind. So mind can see eyes, see means experience, but mind cannot see itself. See, we have various emotions, various thoughts, various perceptions. How we understand? We understand through our logic, through our intellect. But mind itself cannot understand itself. And how we understand that this is logic or intelligence, how we understand? So gradually we'll come to our real self. So here, how we understand that? So it is called by Anuman, by what is that word? It starts with I. Anyway, so we'll come to that. Okay, so here we'll go forward, then we'll understand. By import, what is that? Import or by imagination, not imagination, by that word is not coming. Okay, we'll go forward and then we understand. Abhasameva.
I think it's inference.
Inference, yes, inference. Correct. So through inference we understand. So in inference, see how we stand in front of mirror. Though I cannot see myself, only I seeing the image, we infer that yes, I am there. Similarly, in our mind, in our intellect, seeing the functions of mind, seeing the functions of intellect, and also experiencing our bliss, joy, we can understand, we can infer that I am here. So it is not through Maya that we understand. It is our direct experience. So this is discussed here. Ya buddhi vasanastashu chaitanyam pratibimbati. So 53. On the impressions of the whole world, thus latent in the intellect. The impressions of the whole world, thus latent in the intellect. See, why we are seeing this whole world, even Maya, we are seeing, we are perceiving in our intellect. So when something is perceived, who is perceiving? It's like this. A person forgot that he was a king. And then somebody comes, oh, I know you. You know, this sign is that shows that you are our king. So with that, he gets that power. And then another, the story of Dashamas Tamasi, you are the 10th. So a person counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then the wise person tells, you are that 10th person. Then one realizes by inference. Otherwise, he sees outside world. The story of tiger, lamb tiger. So before that, he also was there. Only thing, it was covered by ignorance. But when Guru comes and tells, you are that, tat tvam asi, then only it dawns onto us. So this is by inference. So this is, so let us read it again. On the impressions of the whole world, thus latent in the intellect. So in the intellect, it is there. We understand this whole world through our intellect. So that means who is understanding? You know, whatever inference that we have, that is to be purified. We have a notion that I understand. That means I am there. But there gradually we have to purify ourselves so that even that inference also goes away and transformed into direct perception. That there's Upanishad Vakya is there. Tena kah kim kah pashyet. That means whatever, who sees. So, Vigyataram are kena bijaniya. How you can know the knower? How you can know the knower? That means the knower does not know as objects. Vigyataha, vigyataram, are kena bijaniya. So it is, it is self-knowledge. All Jnatri Jnaya Jnana, knowledge, knower, and process of knowledge will cease to exist. As of now, it is product of knower, knowledge, and the object, process of knowledge. Knower, knowledge, knower, process of knowledge, and object to be known. Then we know something. We know this world. How we know? Through our intellect. So in intellect, these three things are there. One is the knower, one is process of knowing, and one is the object of knowing. But when the knower itself is known, then there is no inference. As of now, we have to infer. Why? Because we are not perceiving. But then this Jnatri Gyeya Jnana Sambandha, this relationship of knower, knowledge, and objects will stop. And then it is direct perception. So, on the impressions of the whole world, thus latent in the intellect during sleep, is reflected the immutable consciousness. Not only during sleep, even now. Though it is not experienced owing to vagueness, it can be inferred to exist in the same way as the reflection of the sky is inferred to exist in the water particles of a cloud. So, we can imagine there is a cloud. In that cloud, there is water. In that water, there is reflection of sky. So we can infer that the reflection of sky is in the water. Here we can have directly, I am perceiving this whole world. So it means in my intellect, this is perceived. And intellect is energized or animated or existing because of my self, real self. So we can infer here directly. Okay, we go forward. Abhasameva tadvijam dhirupena prorohati. Ato buddho chidabhaso vispashtam pratibhasate. So now we have that reflection, abhas. This seed, the Maya, is association with the reflection of consciousness. So as of now, we have a mixture. Awareness, consciousness, and this Maya. This seed, the Maya, in association with the reflection of the consciousness, which is not fully grasped, develops into the intellect. So we don't understand what is the nature of even our intellect, how we understand. But it is because of awareness, the presence of awareness within this, that is why we understand. When we put attention, then we understand. So awareness is very important. See, many times a sound is happening. See, now you can, if you see environment, so the bird was chirping. But our mind was here. We were not listening. When we put our mind, then only we can hear. So, the seed, the Maya, in association with the reflection of consciousness, which is not fully grasped, develops into the intellect. And in this intellect, the reflection of consciousness becomes plainly visible as the ego. So this is like ego. Why ego comes? That is also in presence of our divine nature. Reflection of consciousness. Even this ego is also within Maya. So this ego is because we have reflection of consciousness. That is why we're angry. Oh, you have insulted me. But actually it is only reflection. All impressions, that means vasana. All impressions, vasana or desire, being of the same nature as intellect. The inference that these impressions should represent a reflection of the supreme intelligence representing Ishvara is natural. All impressions, that means whatever vasana or whatever we perceive, being of the same nature. What is that? It is happening on the reflected awareness, consciousness. As intellect, the inference that these impressions should represent a reflection of the supreme intelligence representing Ishvara in nature. So as of now we have individual intelligence. What is intelligence? It is reflected awareness, consciousness. So all this, how it is happening, let us consider there is a supreme intelligence. In that we all are there. So that is called Ishvara or God. So abhasameva tad bijam dhi rupena praroheti. So seed is awareness. Because of that seed, everything is shining. Because of my awareness, everything is shining. Everything is animating. And how it promotes itself? By intellect. It's like a creeper. When there is seed means awareness, then it creeps everywhere through our intellect, as it were. Ataha buddhau chidabhaso vispashtam pratibhasate. We can understand this in our intellect, that this awareness is present in our intellect. So it is clear. It is not that we need to go somewhere to find Brahman. It is reflected in our awareness, in our consciousness, in our intellect. This awareness, consciousness is reflected in our intellect. This we can understand, and by inference we understand what is our real nature. As we stand in front of mirror, we see the image in mirror, then we understand, oh, I am here. Then we shave. Or a person comes and says, you are the 10th. So by the help of his indication, then we try, oh, this is me here. Or the king who remembers, oh, yes, I was king. Or yes, that tiger, he thinks, oh, I am tiger. Before that also it was there. Only the realization was not there. So we go forward. Maya bhasena jivesho karoti iti sruto srutam. Meghakasha jalakasha viva to subhyavastito. So Maya abhasena. So Mula Prakriti, Maya or Mula Prakriti. Okay, we'll go to the translation. It is said by the Shruti that Jiva and Ishvara are creations of Maya. So what is the difference then? Jiva and Ishvara, both are creation of Maya, being reflections of Atman in it. So Jiva has reflection of Atman, and Ishvara also has reflection of Atman. Ishvara is like the reflection of the sky in the cloud. Jiva is like the reflection of the sky in water. So, Ishvara is like the reflection of the sky in the cloud. So, cloud is bigger, universal. So, you, me, all are conceived in that universal form. Say, samashti. Two things are there, Veshti and Samashti. So when it is taken individual, then I am a Jiva. But when Brahman takes the help of Maya, so he's Maya Dhisha. He's master of Maya. He's like magician. So magician also takes the help of magic. But we are confused. But the magician is not confused. So he is the master of Maya. Ishwar is master of Maya. And we are in the domain of Maya. So Ishwar and Maya. Okay. Let us take some examples. Like in a country, there is a president. And presidency is only 4 years and maybe 8 years. So when a person X becomes president, he thinks that he is the controller of the whole country. And then tariff. But individual person thinks, oh, how can I pay this much? So one is the controller of Maya and one is victim of Maya. As simple as that. Okay, so one is called Mayadhisha. He takes the power of the help of people who voted for him. So he has that power. So he's not under that. He can change. Say today 25%, tomorrow 45%.
145.
I have an example given. So he's the controller of Maya. So how that power has come? Because he was voted for that. So it is said by the Shruti that Jiva and Ishvara are creations of Maya. So we are in the product. But one is controlling Maya, that's Mayadhisha. And what is controlled within Maya, in the domain of Maya, Mayadhina, under Maya. So this is the difference. Ishvara is like the reflection of the sky in the cloud. So in the cloud, the whole sky. Every reflection.
If I see the reflection of the sky, I guess that it is there. I infer that it is there.
The inference. So like I gave this example.
See the reflection in the mind.
Okay. Here I gave a concrete example. Mayadhish and Mayadhina. Okay. You are also, see, like you are a painter. Suppose you are a painter. You paint. You are Mayadhisha. And all the say that you painted, people, animals, they are under Maya. Okay. Suppose you are an author. You write a story. You are Mayadhisha. You are controlling Maya. Means the writing. All the characters, those are Mayadhina. Because they are product of Maya. But same, you yourself is transformed into those characters. Even the painting, you yourself are those people. You, that consciousness, same consciousness. So I think we can take these examples. Okay. We go forward. Is it okay for everyone? Akshay?
Like, if Ishwar is Maya Dish, then why they are saying that Ishwar is also creation of Maya?
Huh. So he's taking help of Maya. Okay, here. Maya bhasena jivasho karotiti. Maya abhas. So one is taking the help of Maya to create. Okay. What you do, you know, like you are holding your mobile, right? You have to fix somewhere. Then you'll put more attention. So your question is both are creation of Maya, not creation of Maya. Maya cannot create. Maya has no existence it's of itself, its own. So this is Maya, which is cannot be considered what its real nature is. So I gave example of a prime minister or president, and he takes that power and he directs the whole country. Whereas the citizen of that country is bound to follow that rule. So here both are in the same system. Okay, leave that example. Another example. You are a painter, you paint. So you are taking the help of that same instrument, but you have control. You can control things. You can make 5 people, you can make 20 people. You are taking the same instrument. Whereas those who are created in that picture have no control. They are Maya Adhin. But both are in the same system. So you, when you are implying your creativity, you are a painter. And those are created. So here it is said by the Shruti that Jiva and Ishvara are creations. Creation means like reflected as creations of Maya. But Maya cannot create. Maya is controlled by Ishvara, or Maya is, say, Prakriti. Purusha and Prakriti, it is parallel. Vidyanadi Ubhavapi. Prakritim cha Purusham cha Vidyanadi Ubhavapi. Both are parallel. You, sometimes you are your own self. Sometimes you are a painter or a author. Then you create. So you take the help of your creativity and you become a painter. Are you different from yourself? No. But you have addition of Maya. So as if Maya is creating Akshay as painter. So Akshay is Akshay, na Akshayati iti Akshaya. That means which is never deteriorates. So Akshay is all the time the same Akshaya. Then Akshay is full of ideas. Okay, let me paint. So that creativity comes. So creativity makes Akshay as if makes, but Akshay remains as Akshay all the time. All right. So this is said like, as if Maya creates. As if because of your creativity, you Akshay, untainted, untouched, becomes a painter because of your creativity. You are changed as it were, but it's not changed in reality. You Akshay remain Akshay all the time. But you can control the whole painting. Right? So it's not Maya is creating. We can say by inference, as if Maya is creating. Maya cannot create anything. Maya has Maya is aghatan ghatan patyashi. That means, okay, like this. If you are watching a movie and the director is the creator. He's a normal person, but then he directs a movie and you go there, you are part of that and you weep or laugh, you come under the influence of that creativity. So that person may have that creativity or may say, okay, I'm not creating as his own self. So when he takes the help of creativity, that means creativity is making him director, as if. But in reality, can creativity make him director? Not really. Your creativity cannot make you painter because creativity is under you, right? So here in that sense it is Maya bhasena जीवैषो करोति इति श्रुति श्रुतम मेघाकाश जलाकाश विव तो सुव्यवस्थितो. So one is Shuddha Chaitanya, pure awareness. There is no taint of anything, no creativity. You yourself. Say when you are in deep sleep, you can have just, minus deep sleep, what you are? Contentless you yourself. So that is Shuddha Chaitanya. When you wake up, then you are Jiva. Because you are under the influence of Maya. And then you see so many things. The Jiva. And by which you think that you are a Jiva, you are created by him as it were, he is Ishvara. You are painted on the canvas as Akshay Bhatia. You are painted on the canvas. How you think that you are Akshay Bhatia? Though you are awareness consciousness, but this happens because of not knowing your real self. And not knowing your real self is called avidya, ignorance. When avidya and awareness both are joined, then you are jiva. When I do not know my real self, then I am a jiva. Though I am aware and conscious. Okay. So this way, okay, we go forward. Maya is comparable to a cloud. And the mental impressions in the buddhi. Mental impressions in the buddhi are like the water particles which make up the cloud. The reflected consciousness in Maya is like the sky, reflected in the water particles of the cloud. Meghvat vartate Maya. So, Megh, cloud, what is Megh? What is cloud? Some collection of water vapor. So, Meghvad vartate Maya. Meghasthita tusharavat. Maya is comparable to a cloud. So, like some medium, a screen. Or say like your creativity. So that is Maya. Maya is compared to a cloud, and the mental impressions in the intellect, buddhi, are like the water particles which make up the cloud. The reflected consciousness in Maya is like the sky, reflected in the water particles of the cloud. So Megha, the cloud is like Maya. So like your painting. Your painting, that the canvas on which you are painting, and even you are painting a human being, and human being is like full of consciousness. So suppose that is Maya. Buddhi Vasana or Buddhist Sanskar Samuha. So in our intellect, whatever desire that we have, or whatever impressions that we have in our intellect, these are like water driplets. So we are we are awareness. In that we have way of understanding. So how we understand? Through our intellect. And all the impressions that that is present in our intellect is like the water drops. And Chidabhasa is the reflection in those water drops. Anyway, that live apart. Our example is better, I think. Okay. Otherwise, its mind will be again confused. Okay, we go forward. Mayadhinas chidabhasas suto Mayi Maheshwara. Antaryami cha sarvagya jagadyoni sa yevahi. So, Mayinam tu Maheshwara. Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyan, Mayinam tu Maheshwara. This is the Shruti. Mayam tu Prakriti. Prakriti is Maya. What is Prakriti? Say water has fluidity. A person, when he is a painter, he has quality of painting. So Mayadhina Chidabhasa. So when the awareness or consciousness influenced by Maya, so that is called Prakriti. And Mai, that means who is possessing this power, that means a painter. So he is the creator. A painter has power to create. So he is the creator, he is the Ishvara. He is the Lord who has this power of creation. So that's why Mayinam Tumashwara. So who has this creativity is Lord himself. And in that we are painted. Akshay Bhatia, Swami Chandrasekharananda, all are created. Okay, so he is the Maheshwara, God. Antaryami cha sarvagya jagad yonihi sa evahi. Okay, we'll read this. Shruti says that this pure universal consciousness reflected in Maya is Ishvara. So you have creativity. And where the creativity is coming from, or who is creating? You, Akshay Bhatia. So the person or the awareness consciousness who is holding the creativity, he is Ishvara, he is God, which controls Maya as well. And you control. You say, no, no, I'll put here red color. No, 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 not red color, it's blue. No, no, not blue. Let there be a black. So you have that creative power. So that creator, the God, Ishvara, controls Maya. Whether 45% or 125%. Okay. The great Ishvara is the inner ruler. So great Ishvara means which your real self. Antaryami. Antaryami means who is controlling from within. Cha Sarvagya. He is the all-knowing. Why? You know the whole of your painting. Why this was created? Why you put black color here? You know everything of your painting. So he's the Sarvagya. And Jagat Yonihi Sayevahi. And you are the creator of the whole painting. You are the source of all the characters. So, Antaryami cha Sarvagya. He is the Antaryami. You enter into that painting. So you are inner controller. You know everything of that painting. And also, you are the source of your painting. Jagat Yoni. So now this world, who has painted this world, that also you have painted. It's not somebody else has come. You paint your own world. And everyone paints his or her own world. Okay. So Yantaryami cha Sarvagya. Jagadyoni sa evahi. So Mayadhina Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa. So when you have awareness consciousness with the power of creativity, that is called God, Mai, controller of Maya, Ishvara, Maheshwara, Supreme Lord. So this world who has created, see, when we think, okay, somebody has created, then you have to think that he is Ishvara. But every day, even, I'll give another example. You are dreaming and you are present in your dream right from the beginning to end. You cannot say, yes, I dreamt, but I was not there. You are present in and through that. Of course, you cannot control your dream. But here, creativity, you can control your creation. Whether you are a director of a movie, or you are an author of a story, or you are a painter of your painting, you are the controller. Okay. And you are antarya, means you control being within it. And all-knowing, Sarvagya. And Jagat Yoni. And who is the source of this creation. Okay. We'll go forward. Shaushuptam Anandamayam Prakramyaivam Shrutir Jagau Esha Sarveshwara iti Soyam Vedokta Ishvara. The Shruti in the passage beginning with the consciousness in the deep sleep and ending in He is the Lord of all, describes this sheath of bliss as the Ishvara, So Shita bliss. Why he created this? Because this creation gives him joy. Eko ham bahushyama prajaya. I am alone. There is no maja, there is no fun in it if I am alone. So let me be many. The painter.
Then he'll find out he really wanted to be alone.
Yeah. So this goes on. Yes. So eko ham bahushyama prajaya. So he thinks I'm alone. There is no fun in it. So he marries and then begets children. He becomes many. Then he thinks, oh, no, you see, like if you are okay, okay, very good. So that's why that's required. Some blows are also required. Then only, oh my God, alam iti pratyavan. Enough is enough. I don't want anything. Let me be alone. But here you are alone all the time. Though this is only your painting, you can paint thousands of paintings, but you are not attached with it when you are controller. But if you are product of it, then you are in trouble. But if you are a controller, then you can write a story or you may avoid writing. So when you are controller, no problem. That's why God is free. Mayadhisha. He controls everybody, but nobody controls him. Okay, I think enough for the day. Okay, Akshay. Eh?
Like who is Ishwar? Like why we are in the painting? Why we could have been painted?
You when you paint, why you paint? It's a fun. If you are a painter, you will understand. They cannot stop their creativity. They want to paint. So that urge comes. That's why ekoham bahushyama prajaya. It's like why you play. You can be sitting at your home, but when nowadays, what you watch your WhatsApp. Why you watch your WhatsApp? Because you want to interact with things of the world. So this urge is within. And if you are controller, then there is no problem. But if you are controlled, like WhatsApp controls you, then it's a problem. Okay. But say, suppose you want to phone someone, you can use WhatsApp. You are controller. But if WhatsApp controls you, then you are in trouble. Mark, thank you for the inference was not coming. It was coming, but then inference. So it is, say this, when we are studying this, it's like taking bath in Ganga. So it removes all the dirts and, all the ignorance from us. Okay. Thank you.
Pranam Maharaj,
Eh?
knowing that you are out of the world, so you are having so much fun.
You are also. See, you have to realize this. I am not in it. When you think that I am not in it, you are in happiness. Say Sri Ramakrishna. When he goes into samadhi and comes back, he knows that I am not in it. So he enjoys. But when you are in it, then you are in. When
Yeah,
you are
that is
under
our.
control of WhatsApp or social media, And every moment you're browsing. There is no end of it.
No.
But if you are if you can keep under control, that means you are enjoying. And many things you can know. So, awareness. Very good. Thank you.
Pranam Maharaj Lukada.
David? No, okay, Hari Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Swamiji. Thank you.
Namaste, namaste.